Welcome. In this playthrough Marvel Champions the card game, we have Maria Hill and Tony Stark taking on an expert Batroc. So for our villain, Batroc comes in with a scheme of 2, attack of 2, force response after he attacks, place a threat on the alert level, force interrupt when he would be defeated, reset his hit points to 12 instead, then remove 6 threat from the main scheme, and he's always just going to have 12 health on it, doesn't matter the number of players. So alert level comes in on low. If there's at least 4 threat per player here, remove all threat from here and flip this card. Basically, that's just going to give Batroc +1 scheme and attack, and then the next time that happens, players lose the game. Force response after a character is defeated, except by consequential damage, place a threat here. Hero action, spend 1 resource of any type to remove a threat from here. And basically, this is a dash to get through a bunch of threats. So starting out, we have the standard and expert sets along with the aim science and Batroc's brigade. Set up, set each rescued captive ally aside, put the alert level environment into play low side face up. In expert mode, we're going to add 4 threat onto the alert level. Then flipping this over, comes in with 12 threat on it for the 2 players, force interrupt. When the last threat is removed from the scheme, advance to stage 2A. And basically with that one, we need to remove this to start getting some allies, and after we get through this one, we go to the high side of the alert level, and then once we remove all the threat from this one, players will have won the game. And then for heroes, we have Heal with Justice, Iron Man with Protection. So she comes in with a thwart of 2, attack of 1, defense of 2. Each ally she controls gains a shield trait. Reassignment as an action, move 1 all-purpose counter from a shield support to another shield support once per round. Hit size of 5, hit points of 9. Alter ego, recovery of 3. You may include the maximum number of copies of 3 shield supports in your deck from aspects other than your chosen aspect. I chose not to do that. It's an action, exhauster, search your deck for a shield support and add it to your hand. Hand size of 6 on this side. Then we have 2 Power of Justice. For our allies, I've got Cypher, Eros, Wiccan, Agent Coulson, Quake, Monica Chang, and Spider-Woman. Then we have 3 Homeland Interventions and 3 Surveillance Teams, and also have 3 Field Agents, a Spycraft, and the Douglas. In our basic cards, we have our 3 dual resources, the Helicarrier, the Sky Destroyer, a Government Liaison, and our Front Organization. So Iron Man, thwart of 2, attack of 1, defense of 1. He gets +1 hand size for each tech upgrade you control to a max hand size of 7. Hand size of 1 is normal, hit points of 9. And alter ego, recovery of 3. He's a futurist. As an action, look at the top 3 cards of your deck. Add 1 to your hand and discard the others. Limit once per round and a hand size of 6 on this side. Then we have 2 Power of Protections. Silk, Clea, Starhawk, Victor, Daredevil. And then we have the Night Nurse. 3 energy barriers, going with a lot of tech items here. 2 momentum shifts. Render medical aid, just in case. Got some electrostatic armor and a force field generator. And then basic cards have our dual resources, a Nick Fury and a Nick Fury Senior, just because. Alternate win condition if I get those out together. Quinn Carrier, Plasma Pistol, Endurance, and Downtime. Alright, finish shuffling up our encounter deck. Then we'll see what our shield agents can do to get started. So, Director Heal, 6 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Alright, Life Model Decoy, Front Organization Reinforcements, Government Liaison. Only going to keep 1. Iliad, Coulson, Homeland Intervention, a Helicarrier, Energy. Alright. And then for Tony, working in his basement, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Energy, Nick, Clea, Arc Reactor, Gauntlets. That pays for some of them. Clea, just in case. We'll pitch those two. Or would Nick be better to take to draw 3 cards? We'll see what happens. Gauntlets and a plasma pistol. Alright, we're going to use her ability to go searching for a support to add to her hand. But it's just going to be a resource. Going to help with our resources. First, we're going to bring in a helicarrier. Exhaust it, choose a player, reduce the resource cost of the next card that player plays this phase by 1. And that's a habit. So we will exhaust to bring in a government liaison. So as a hero action, exhaust it, play a shield card from your hand, reducing its resource cost by 1. And flip over and thwart for 2. Then we're going to hero action, spend a resource of any type to remove a threat from there. Then Tony is going to use his ability. Look at the top 3 cards and keep 1. I guess we'll keep Endurance. And we're going to bring in Nick Fury. Thwart a 2, attack for 2, 3 health. Let's see. Remove 2 threat from a scheme after he comes in. Draw 3 cards or deal 4 damage to an enemy. At the end of the round, if he's still in play, we discard him. So we're going to draw 3 cards. Finding Armor, Repulsor Blast, and Render Medical Aid. And we're going to bring in our Arc Reactor. So as a hero action, exhaust it to ready Iron Man. And we'll flip over and thwart for 2. Down to 8. Then exhaust that to ready, and then exhaust to remove 2. Nick removes 2. Then we're going to discard a card, or spend a resource of any type to remove a threat. And that's going to be our turn. So reset. Our hand size is 2. 1 plus 1. That's what we've got. I'm not going to discard any. And over here, we're going to draw 4 more cards. Intervention, Monica Chang, Surveillance Team, and Spider-Woman. Then we get 2 threat. He is attacking over here. I guess we will just take it. So 1, 2, 3 damage. And that adds a token. Then attacking over here, Nick's going to take it for 1, 2, 3, 4. And that adds a token for him going away and the attack. Then encounter cards. The villain attacks you. That's not nice of the villain. Guess we'll take it. 1, 2, 3 damage. Down to 4. That goes up to 6. And aim soldier. Schema 1, attack of 2, 3 health. Patrol, Find the aimed scientist, put it into play, engage with you, and that will happen. Let's see. Surge invulnerable while he's engaged with a player. While the engaged player is engaged with another minion, aimed scientist cannot be attacked. And we pass first player. Oh, patrol's a problem. So we will attack for one, and then ready, and attack for another one. Flip over. Use our ability. Got some boots, a barrier, and a war machine. Well, the boots are the cheapest thing we've got. So we're going to spend some gauntlets to bring in some boots. It gives us +1 hit point as a hero action. Exhaust the boots to spend a mental resource to gain the arrow trait until the end of the phase. We're going to use the helicarrier over here. So reduce the resource cost of the next card that player plays this phase by 1. Then we'll use this, which is play a shield card from your hand, reducing its resource cost by 1. So we're going to pay 1 to bring in Monica Chang. Thwart 1, attack 1, 2 health. After she enters play, search your deck, hand, and discard pile for a copy of Surveillance Team Support. Put it into play, place a Snoop counter on each surveillance team you control. So we'll bring that out. This normally, well, starts with 3, she's adding 1. Then we can exhaust this to remove a Snoop counter from it, to remove a threat from a scheme. So it comes in with 4. We spend 1 to remove a threat. Then Monica is going to attack for 1 over here, which will defeat. And add a token. Then hero actions, we're going to discard 2 cards. And then thwart for 2. And flip over. Ending her turn. All right. She's keeping that, so 5 more cards. Power of Justice, Support Staff, Sky Destroyer, Special Funding, and Wiccan. And over here, keeping our gauntlets, we got Victor, Supersonic Punch ×2, Force Field Generator, and an Energy Barrier. Then 2 threat. Scheming for 3. And scheming for 4. And then he schemes for 0. And counter cards. Mad Science. Hinder 2 per player. Each A minion gains an acceleration token. Ooh, that's what I forgot down there. So 6 threats, and someone's got some business problems. You may flip to alter ego, exhaust Tony Stark to remove this from the game, or exhaust each upgrade you control to discard it. Well, we're just going to get it out of the game. Fixing our business problems. Then pass first player. We're going to use our ability to go through our deck. For support, it's going to be the field agent. Alright, make our next card one cheaper. Now we have to play a shield card from our hand, reducing its cost. So this is going to cost us 4. We're going to use special funding and using those 4. And that's going, after you spend this card for shield support, place an all-purpose counter on that support after it enters play. So this is going to come in with 4. So an action, exhaust it and remove a counter from it. Choose to either deal 5 damage to an enemy, remove 4 threat from a scheme, or heal 3 damage from an identity. That's her favorite thing, so front and center. Comes in with 4. She is going to heal for 3. Spend a resource. Monica should have a damage on her. Don't feel like it's safe to stay in alter ego. But we can't thwart. So just getting punched in the face, which still brings the alert level up. Tony's not doing much. Yes, I feel like we still need to flip over. So we're going to use that to remove a threat. Use this ability to move a counter over to here, and then use that counter to remove 4 threat from a scheme. That's a problem. Then we're going to bring in Wiccan. Thwart 1, attack at 1/3 health. After he thwarts, discard the top card of the encounter deck. For each boost icon discarded this way, deal a damage to an enemy. So thwarting for 1 and dealing 1 damage somewhere. Guess we'll put that there. Then Monica is going to thwart for 1 to get rid of Mad Science. She goes out from Consequential. And we use that. All right, so Tony is going to use his ability to look at 3. Power Protection, Stark Tower, and Pepper Potts. That helps us get another card out, even though I don't know if I've got enough resources to pay for that. Okay, flipping over. Use our arc reactor to ready, and then thwart for 2. Then we're going to bring in an energy barrier. When you would take any amount of damage, remove a reflection counter from here, prevent 1 of that damage, and deal a damage to an enemy. So we get 3 on that. Then we're going to put a gauntlet on, exhaust it, deal a damage to an enemy, 2 damage instead if we have the aerial trait. So we'll get rid of this fella, which will add a token. Then we're going to discard 2 cards to bring that down a bit. And end her turn. So reset. Get 2 threat. All right, attacking over here. We're going to defend. So 2, 3, 4, we take 2. And over here, oh yeah, after he attacked, got a alert. Attacking over here, we're just going to take it for 4. We are going to prevent 1 and redirect it. So we're taking 3, which adds a counter. And in counter cards, Zoran, Schema 1, attack of 1, 5 health. Get plus attack where X is a printed resource cost of the card tucked under him. When revealed, tuck a weapon upgrade you control under Zoran. Otherwise, tuck the top card of your deck. Weapon upgrade. Vehicle, shield. Alright, so top card of our deck. Printed resource cost. 1. He stole Nick. And over here, Batroc's Brigade. Wish this would have come out in the other order. Of course, we would have needed cards in our hand to deal with that. Each minion gains toughness. When revealed, give each enemy a tough status card. When you reveal a non-elite minion, spend 3 resources of any type to cancel the effects of that minion and discard it. 6 threats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A little bit out of order. Energy barrier, blast, coin carrier, some boots, and momentum shift. And on the double, field agent, surveillance team ×2, and a hard call. All right, so passing first player. Iron Man's going to ask to use a helicarrier to bring out some boots, giving him +1 health. Then we'll use that to get rid of tough. Then we're going to do a momentum shift, heal 2 damage from our hero, and deal 2 damage to an enemy. So we're up to 10, and we can go up to 11. Then discard a card for that. We're going to thwart for 2, then use our arc reactor to ready again. Then thwart for 2. Then we'll use her ability to move this over. And then use that to deal, why did I put damage on him? This thing does 5. So remove 4 threat. Then we'll use Wiccan to thwart for 1. And he'll do nothing. That's the Wiccan I know. Then on the double, ready any number of shield supports with a combined printed cost of 6 or less. This won't let us down. So we're going to take him out. So we'll add 1 up there. Then we're going to make our next shield card 1 cheaper. Bring in a field agent. Gets 3 backup counters. Hero interrupt on a shield ally would take any amount of consequential damage. It's also to remove a backup counter from it to prevent 1 of that damage. Then 1, 2, 3. And flip over and end turn. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Downtime, some armor, Night Nurse, Mark V helmet, power of protection, and a momentum shift. And we get 6 over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Strength, power of justice, reinforcement, cipher, quake, and spycraft. All right, 2 threat. Then attacking over here, we're going to take it. Or choose either spend 1 resource of any type, or this card gains 3. That's not nice. We'll spend the downtime. So he's just coming at us for 2. We are going to redirect 1 to get rid of tough. So we're taking 1. And add 1. Then scheming over here for base 2, 3, 4. Then encounter cards. A leaping kick. Batroc attacks the ally with the most remaining hit points. This attack gains overkill. If there are no allies in play, Batroc attacks you. Overkill. He's got 1 health. That's going to hurt. So Iron Man is going to defend for Wiccan. And that is going to be 2, 3, 4. We will redirect 1. So we end up taking 3. And then we've got a press conference. Give to Maria heal. After the force response, after the player phase ends, remove an all-purpose counter from each support you control. Alter ego action, exhaust your identity to discard this card. Well, I think that answers that question. Pass first player. Hey, guess what? She's exhausted. Press conference is over. She wanted to heal. Oh, after his last attack, that goes up. All right, we're going to bring in Quake. Or will we? Sure. Thwart 1, attack of 2, 2 health. After minion schemes, exhaust her to deal 2 damage to that minion. Then she will attack for 2. Or do I want her scheming for 1? Really got to get all this threat in check. Down to 8. Then Wiccan's going to thwart for 1. And do 2 consequential damage. And we'll have the field agent stop that. Oops. Before Wiccan does that, flip over. So Wiccan can do that, and we can spend 1 to prevent the consequential by making him a shield ally. Then we're going to spend 3 resources, 1 at a time, to take this down to 1. Use her ability to bring one of those over here, and then use that to deal 5 damage to an enemy, taking him down to 1. Then over here, use our reactor to ready. Use our gauntlets to deal a damage. So when he would be defeated, reset his hit points to 12 instead, then remove 6 threat from the main scheme. So up to 12. Then momentum shift to heal 2 damage from a hero and deal 2 damage to an enemy. So we heal 2 to deal 2. Ask Mariah Heal to use our helicarrier to bring in another upgrade. Play under any player's control. After you defend against an attack, deal 1 damage to the attacking character. Then we'll bring in our helmet. Exhaust it to remove a threat from a scheme. From each scheme instead if you have the aerial trait. We currently aren't flying. Do I want to take that down yet? We'll remove 1 from there. Actually, we'll wait a second. Thwart for 2. Okay, the last threat is removed from the scheme. Advance to stage 2A. Flavor text. Now that you've penetrated the embassy, you need to locate Garza. You discover several holding cells in the embassy's basement. Hopefully one of them holds the kidnapped tech. Locate missing person. Forced interrupt. When the last threat is removed from this scheme, put 1 set-aside rescue captive ally into play exhausted under any player's control. Players may advance to stage 3A. If they do not, place 3 threat for player here. Players win by advancing, but will need at least 1 rescued captive to survive. So that's going to come in with 6 threat. But we're going to remove 1 of that. And that will be our turn. Oh, did we never use that? Don't think we did. That's right, we brought 1 over and used it. All right. So we're keeping that, getting special funding, shield director on the double, and arrows. And over here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Genius, Daredevil, Repulsor Blast, and Strength. And a special encounter card for going through our deck. And 3 more cards. Some downtime, Repulsor Blast, and Nick Fury. Okay, 2 threat. Attacking over here. She's at 5 health. She doesn't want to get hit anymore. Quake is going to take this. And there she goes. So he attacked and we lost a character. Then attacking over here. He's just going to take it for 2. And that goes up by 1. Then encounter cards. Patrol, vulnerable, embassy patrol, schema 2, attack at 1, 3 health. Alert levels on high, gains insight. When defeated, place a threat on the alert level. Then over here, the villain schemes. For 1, 2, attaches card to Batroc. Gets 4 counters on it. When he would take any amount of damage, prevent 2 of that damage, and remove a leap counter from here. Sure, let's keep him alive a little longer. And then Batroc attacks the ally with the most remaining hit points. This attack gains overkill. If there are no allies in play, Batroc attacks you. Now, we have an ally. It's just, do we want someone to defend for it? I think Miss Hill's going to defend to save her ally. So 1, 2. Five damage. We block 2, take 3. All right, pass first player. Eventually, she needs to heal. Iron Man's going to play downtime on Maria Heal. Play under any player's control. Max 1 per player. Alter Ego gets +2 recovery. Even though he needs some healing too. We're going to bring in Nick Fury. If during this play, choose to either remove 2 threat from a scheme, draw 3 cards, or deal 4 damage. At the end of the round, if he's still in play, we discard him. We're going to draw 3 cards with him. Night Nurse, Nick, and an energy barrier. And we're going to request to use a helicarrier to do something silly just because. Next card's 1 cheaper. We're bringing in Nick Fury Sr. Thwart a 2, attack of 2, 3 health. After he enters play, choose to remove 3 threat from a scheme, draw 2 cards, or give a shield character a tough status card. At the end of the round, if he's still in play, we discard him. There we got Nick Fury and Senior in play. We're going to draw 2 cards, getting Victor and Stark Tower. Then we're going to spend those 2 to bring in an energy barrier, which is going to give us 3 counters that we can reflect damage away from. I was going to discard some of those, but this seems more fun. Okay. Nick is going to attack for 2. Use our gauntlets. That's going to add 1+1. Then we will thwart for 2. Use our arc reactor to ready. Remove a threat from a scheme. Remove 2 threat from a scheme. Then flip over, use our ability to look at 3 cards and keep 1. We'll keep the energy barrier. Then we're going to bring in the shield director. It's an action, exhaust it, place an all-purpose counter on the shield support. And this is an upgrade. We're going to add that over here. And bring in arrows, thwart a 2, attack of 1, 2 health. After you play him from your hand, confuse a minion for each mental resource used to pay for him, which is 0, but he's going to come in and thwart for 2. And that's going to get us a captive. We can choose to go to 3A or stay here a little longer. I forget, it goes up to 18 per player, but it comes in, yeah, I think no, we're going to flip over. He's not attacking. Yeah, we'll take an ally. Rescued captive, thwart a 1, attack of 1, 5 health. Does not count against your ally limit. Card abilities can't remove. Hero action, exhaust. Remove 1 threat per player from the main screen, but she comes in exhausted. We'll borrow from this. Alright. If the alert level is on high side, deal each player face down and counter card. It's not. Otherwise, remove all threat from it and flip it to its high side. Either case, in expert mode, place 2 threat per player on it. So we're flipping it over and getting 4 threat on it. Then expert mode, each minion gains quick strike. When an enemy attacks, it attacks a rescued captive instead. There's no threat here. The players win the game, so it's coming in with 24. See, he's got a damage. Going to borrow this to put a token over here, then immediately spin that token to remove 4 threat from the scheme. Then on the double, ready any number of shield supports with a combined printing cost of 6 or less. We're going to ready that and use it again. Then we'll have Wiccan, thwart for 1, and deal 1 damage somewhere, which will get rid of a counter. And then we'll spin the last token on here so he doesn't go away. And flip over. So that ends your turn. Flip, get everyone ready. All right, 6 cards. First 4, Genius, All Points Bulletin ×2, and the Douglas. Gets us an encounter card. And over here, just 6 cards. Keeping the barrier. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. With the barrier, we've got War Machine, Power Protection, Pepper Potts, Power Protection, and Energy. So 2 threat. Scheming for 1, 2, 3. So just 3. Takes us up to 20. Then scheming over here for 3, 4. Then encounter cards, we get 1. Get a nasty acceleration. And do some shuffling. Okay. So first, security cameras. Remove a threat from alert level, then this card gains surge. Really? Remove a threat? Okay, we'll take that. And surge to the AIM Scientist. And over here, discard an upgrade or support you control. Well, got a few we can get rid of. It's just, is it going to be downtime? I really haven't been using the government liaison. I really need to heal. And Rapido, we can spend 3 resources to not have to deal with him. Went through her deck and didn't draw my additional 2 cards. We'll do that first. And we're going to get rid of Genius and an all points bulletin to not have to deal with him. And then pass first player. Nope. Remove 2 threat. Put 2 threat back on. That's a hero action. So we are going to recover for 5. And then flip over. Then remove 2. Bring in Agent Coulson. After he enters play, search your deck and discard pile for a preparation card and add it to your hand, then shuffle our deck. Spycraft. Tony Stark's going to request to take an action to look at a Quinn Carrier, Supersonic Punch, or Momentum Shift. He's got so many counters on him. We'll take the Momentum Shift. Then we'll use the Helicarrier to bring in Spycraft. Play only if you control a spy character. When you reveal an encounter card, discard it, cancel the effects of that card, and discard it. Then reveal another card from the encounter deck. Then Coulson is going to borrow this ready counter to thwart for 2. Take a damage. Then Arrows is going to thwart for 2. And he'll go away from Consequential. Then Wiccan. Oh yeah, in the last turn, these people went away. Wiccan is going to thwart for 1. And then deal 1 damage somewhere. And then he goes away. Put a counter up here and then use it to remove 4 threat from the scheme. Then Tony flips over. We're going to play Pepper Potts. It's a resource exhauster to generate the resources of the top card in your discard pile. Then use her to heal 2 damage from her hero, then deal 2 damage to an enemy. And we'll bring in an energy barrier. Then discard a card. Then thwart for 2. And ready. And then remove 1 threat from the scheme. Then remove thwart for 2. Deal a damage. And I think that's everything that we can do this turn. All right, we're going to pitch that. So 5 cards. Surveillance team, homeland intervention, some reinforcements, field agent, and cipher. And over here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, or 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. Mark 5 armor, endurance, render medical aid, repulsor blast, silk, barrier, and a pistol. 4 threat, and I'm not sure if I added that on. Oh, we just got that guy. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, attacking over here for base 3. Going after a rescued captive. Iron Man is going to defend. Actually, no, Coulson will. So 3, 6 damage. Goes up to 3. Actually, goes up to 4. We lost character and after he attacked. All right, so attacking over here. Can't I just take it? Oh no, because it's going after that. So we have to defend to save her life. So we will defend. So 3, 4 damage coming. We are going to redirect 2. Oh, and we don't exhaust for that. So down to 8. And we take 2. And that guy swings for nothing. And encounter cards. Patrol. Not a fan. We're paying that off. So spending 3 to tell the embassy patrol to get out. And then over here, Surge, reveal the top card of the encounter deck. Okay. Patrol. And there's a Surge. Spending 3 to not deal with it. And then the villain and each minion engaged with you attacks you. By attacking me, they mean attack her. So Miss Hill will defend. Base 3, 4, 5. So taking 3 damage. Down to 4. All right, pass first player. Iron Man will ready. All right. She's going to do some stuff on his turn. So first this action, placing a counter up here. And then spend a counter to remove 4 threat. And remove 2 threat. Then Iron Man's going to do a repulsor blast. Do 1 damage to an enemy. We're going after Batroc. Discard the top 5 cards of your deck. I don't even know if I have that many. For each printed energy resource discarded this way, deal 2 additional damage to that enemy. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we had 2. So that's going to be 5 damage. Down to 3. We went through her deck, got an encounter card, but we're going to discard a card to become aerial. And hit for 2 and attack for 1. So that took a while, but Iron Man and Director Heel was able to take out Batroc, because by defeating him, we removed 6 threat from the main scheme. But I think she had tricks up her sleeve. We could have done it the normal way, but more fun to beat someone up, especially if you're Iron Man. Alright, so as always, hope you enjoyed this playthrough. So please click on the like button below and be sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching.